We have got it. Finally, some kind of update to Little Nightmares. Even though it isn't intentional per se, there is still something that's come out of this. Hello everyone, welcome your faces. My name is Itsjustjord and I cover Little Nightmares extensively on the channel. So if you are not subscribed and would like to do so, that would be great because you'll be supporting the content, which I greatly appreciate. But more importantly, I will be giving you Little Nightmares content for as long as I can, and I have been doing for the last, 4 years? It's been a while, that's all I know. Anyway, thank you for clicking this video. Let's get down to it. So, some Little Nightmares news. Now, I'm not going to beat around the bush. I'm going to give it you directly. I'm going to give you what it can and can't mean, and also some little in-between, some things to know while going into this. Remember, everything I talk about right now is public. You can go and find this yourself. So, LinkedIn is a very important website when it comes to kind of this sort of news and things like little updates and things we can find out. And more importantly, I have recently been notified of something that come across my feed. Now, I follow, of course, Lucas Russell, and of course, practically the whole Little Nightmares team. Lucas has made a post saying, "A great opportunity to join my team, Global Executive Producer, Little Nightmares." Now, it's important to note that I've covered this before, where there's been job postings regarding Little Nightmares and things like that previously, and all those posts so far and all those jobs I can see aren't public. There's nothing there anymore, so one could assume they have been took or someone has been employed for those positions. This position is new, and it's a good kind of new. It's not them re-looking for another candidate. This is a brand new sort of position that is very intriguing and very interesting because of what the role entails. Now, of course, we are no stranger to loose news in not credible sources, but this is black and white. This is in your face. This is public. This is right there. There is a post for Global Executive Producer. And of course, at the time of recording this, this was posted 7 hours ago, which is indicated by the green highlight, which means basically it's a fresh job posting on LinkedIn and things like that. Anyway, beside the point. More to the point is what the job entails. But of course, we get information about the job and of course who's posting it, which of course is Bandai Namco, but we know that already. And of course, we get kind of like a little description of Bandai and how they're building big brands like Elden Ring, Little Nightmares, and the Dark Pictures Anthology. But currently, those two games are from a studio we know well currently, and of course, lots of great talented people involved in the Supermassive games. Just shows how much you can actually, how much range they have to be doing these kind of games back to back. But here is where the source comes. The greatest source. The job description. Now, I know it's very boring, so let me get it down to like the bare bones of the most interesting parts of it that you want to know. So whoever takes the job will be managing the production team with various ranges of experience and supervise the progress of several ongoing productions from concept until release. So instantly, they've kind of let the cat out of the bag, so to speak. What? Several? Anyone else know about that? Because I didn't. And of course, it goes on to talk about the main responsibilities and of course supervise the development of several ongoing projects. And what's interesting here is it highlights in brackets internal and external. Now, going off what that means, it kind of puts a wrench in our hype a little bit because it might be an internal project that isn't going to be released at any point, or it's like a test project, or it's something they're trying behind the scenes with Little Nightmares, or something in relation to that. But one can be hopeful. We can be hopeful because it does say external. Now, we know currently what projects are entailed. So we know Little Nightmares 3 is coming. We know the comic, the new one, is coming. We know the 2 books are coming for Little Nightmares. So where the hell, if my math checks out, where are the other 2 coming from? Now, you could speculate this all you like. Again, this is public knowledge. No one's really digging for any information here. This is black and white. Now, again, unless those 2 projects are something more internal testing-wise, then I can't then that's when it gets a little bit iffy. But I think they might just be secret projects, and it is so exciting to wonder what that could possibly be. Now, why do I think one of those is a DLC? And I believe that's because the second slot, I have a slight suspicion, is for Season 2 of The Sounds of Nightmares. Now, I don't know, okay? I have no actual idea what is going on behind closed doors. I am just reading what I see on LinkedIn and probably using my ADHD to go a little step further. What I think's going on behind closed doors is they're already internally testing or starting production on a Little Nightmares 3 DLC of some kind, or some kind of spin-off sister game, if you will, that's going to maybe release a little bit later after Little Nightmares 3. But then, I do think the other project that we haven't heard about is, of course, The Sounds of Nightmares Season 2. And the question there is it going to be a follow-up to The Sounds of Nightmares, or is it going to be another branch after The Sounds of Nightmares? Is it going to be something completely different? Is it going to be similar to the newer comics that we know of? Anyway, it's super interesting. I thought I'd let everyone know, because I think, like, sometimes people miss this information on LinkedIn, and of course I am happy to bring you the Little Nightmares news, because I basically like to see myself as a Little Nightmares content creator front and foremost, always. And yeah, I just thought I'd bring you that news. Run with it how you do, how you want to. I am going to assume there's two sort of hidden side projects that we're not aware of. Of course, I will keep realism. I will keep it realistic and expect that possibly they are internal. There is a chance they're like an internal test project. It could be something that they're just randomly trying out, so we don't 100% know if they'll ever see the light of day. But I do think it's a good indication of what might be coming. And then also you have to remember that on top of releasing Little Nightmares 3, that's going to be crazy. There's going to be so much stuff that should be coming for Little Nightmares in this year now, if that goes ahead. Again, we don't know where they are in development, so we've got no idea. So on the back of like a DLC, maybe, but maybe they are planning the step forward for Little Nightmares, dare I say it, 4. Ooh, that felt weird. But dare I say they're pre-planning that, or the early production. But I do feel like if it's anything to go off of previous patterns and how like companies were, I imagine a DLC is a safer bet, and that I think is probably an early production. But again, let me know what you think in the comments below. Let me know if you think this is credible or whatnot. But again, this is posted from them, Bandai, and it's linked to the job listing. But yeah, let me know in the comments below what you think. I am going to be starting to do some like short content soon too, and I do want to get a few of your comments and sort of bring them up and talk about them briefly in like a very short form. But I also would love to hear what you would like to know and see covered in Little Nightmares. Again, I've got years of experience in Little Nightmares. Heck, I've even actually helped write an episode of The Sounds of Nightmares, episode 5 if you're interested. So with that being said, again, if you do enjoy Little Nightmares content and you are not subscribed, please do. It will really help me in the channel. And of course, with the Little Nightmares 3 coming out, you're gonna miss out on all the theory videos and everything. Any kind of content that I can make a Little Nightmares 3, I'm going to. So, and of course, if you enjoyed, you know, drop a like, subscribe, do all the usual stuff. I won't bore you any further with the YouTuber commentary malarkey. But more importantly, have a lovely morning, day, or night wherever you are in the world. Stay safe, and I will see you all in the next Little Nightmares theory video. Bye!